If bedtime feels more stressful than restful, you are definitely not alone. This is the Sleep Circle, where we test sleep tools, explore routines, and share what actually works. I'm Brinley, and today we're going to talk about Nectar versus Eight Sleep. If you've been shopping for better sleep and you've noticed Nectar or Eight Sleep on the market, there's one thing you should know right away. These two aren't actually competing products in the traditional sense. And that's simply because Nectar is a mattress, while 8 Sleep is a sleep system that works with a mattress you already own. And that difference is actually the most important part of our comparison. So today I'm looking at Nectar and 8 Sleep in terms of comfort and cooling abilities, technology and sleep tracking, price, trial, and warranty, and most importantly, who each one actually makes sense for. Let's start with Nectar. So, the Nectar Classic is a 12-inch memory foam mattress with a medium firm feel. It has pressure relieving memory foam and a cooling cover. And it's designed to give you that familiar memory foam experience where your body's getting some contouring and pressure relief without going all the way to an ultra soft mattress. And this is where Nectar does make a lot of sense. If you are wanting to replace an old mattress and your main goal is simply that you want a comfortable mattress without having to spend a fortune, Nectar is a very straightforward option. As of filming, the Nectar Classic is listed at $699 for a queen, and Nectar also offers a 365-night at-home trial and a forever warranty. So that's pretty compelling if you're nervous about making a mattress purchase online. So, from a traditional mattress shopping perspective, Nectar does have a lot going for it. You're getting an actual mattress, you don't need a subscription to make the mattress work, and you can spend relatively little compared to some premium mattresses. But there is one thing Nectar can't really do. It can't actively control the temperature of your bed. This is where 8 Sleep gets interesting. So instead of replacing your mattress, the 8 Sleep Pod 5 cover actually goes on top of your existing mattress, kind of like a fitted mattress cover. There's a hub that sits next to your bed, and the system circulates water through the cover to actively cool or heat the sleeping surface. So instead of relying on breathable materials or a cooling foam to passively manage temperature, you're actually telling the bed what temperature you want. The pod can cool down to 55 degrees Fahrenheit and heat up to 110 degrees, and each side can be controlled independently. That makes this particularly interesting for couples who have completely different temperature preferences. So one person can sleep cooler while the other stays warmer instead of having to compromise with a thermostat or blankets. And that's really the biggest distinction in this comparison. Nectar is giving you a different mattress, while 8 Sleep is changing the environment you're sleeping in. To understand what really makes these mattresses different, I want to clarify the difference between active and passive cooling. This is probably where 8 Sleep has the clearest advantage. So, Nectar's approach to cooling is passive. The mattress has cooling-oriented materials and a cover designed to help with temperature management, but you're still sleeping on a conventional mattress. That's perfectly reasonable for someone who just wants a new mattress that doesn't sleep excessively warm. 8 Sleep is doing something much more active. The pod is designed to adjust the temperature throughout the night, including automatically adjusting based on your sleep stages when using its automated features. For someone who regularly wakes up because they're too hot or too cold, that's a fundamentally different experience. And I think this is where you have to ask yourself what problem you're actually trying to solve. If your current mattress is uncomfortable, doesn't support you properly, or is simply just 8 years old and needs to be replaced, buying a Nectar mattress makes sense. But if you already have a mattress you like and your biggest complaint is temperature, 8 Sleep becomes much more compelling. Why replace an otherwise good mattress simply because you sleep hot? Another area where these products aren't exactly equivalent is sleep tracking. So, Nectar is primarily about the mattress itself. You're buying it for the feel, support, and comfort. Eight Sleep adds an entirely different layer because the pod tracks things like heart rate, HRV, sleep stages, and respiratory information. That makes it much more interesting for people who already pay attention to recovery or sleep data. If you already use a smartwatch or fitness tracker, you might appreciate having another source of overnight information coming directly from the bed you sleep on, especially if you don't like wearing the ring or smartwatch to bed. And the advantage here isn't necessarily that you suddenly need another number to obsess over. The useful part is being able to look at your sleep and recovery patterns, your daily habits, and your bedtime routine. So, for someone who just wants to sleep comfortably, that may not sound very necessary, but for others who like data and want to understand how their sleep is affecting recovery, it's a completely different value proposition. Now, let's talk about the difference you really can't ignore when comparing Eight Sleep and Nectar: the price. So, Nectar is dramatically cheaper. As of filming, the Queen Nectar Classic is listed at $699, and the Queen Pod 5 cover is currently listed at $2,999, and that's before considering ongoing memberships. So, 8 Sleep currently offers several membership levels. Standard is $17 a month when billed annually, Enhanced is $25 a month, and Elite is $33 a month. So, yes, 8 Sleep is a much bigger investment. And I don't think it's useful to pretend otherwise. If you're comparing these purely on upfront price, Nectar wins. But that's also why I wouldn't make this decision based solely on price, because you're paying for two completely different things. With Nectar, most of your investment goes towards the mattress itself. With 8 Sleep, you're paying for active temperature control, automation, sensors, and ongoing software features. So, the question isn't really why is 8 Sleep more expensive than Nectar? The better question is, are those additional features something I would like to use? The trial periods are another interesting difference. So, Nectar currently gives you a 365-night home trial, which is extremely generous. You're also getting Nectar's forever warranty on the mattress. 8 Sleep currently offers a 30-night risk-free trial with free returns. So that is a much shorter window, but there's a reason I don't think that comparison is quite as simple as those numbers suggest. With a mattress, you may need weeks or even months to break it in, decide if the feel and support are good enough for you. But with a temperature controlled system, the experience can be much more immediately obvious. If your problem is waking up constantly because you're overheating, you don't necessarily need a year to figure out whether active temperature control is helping. 8 Sleep's warranty also depends on the membership plan. The standard pod warranty is 2 years, while enhanced or elite membership can get you up to 5 years. So, this is another area where I would tell shoppers to look at the complete ownership cost rather than just the headline product price. If you're looking at these two and you're still completely undecided, here's how I would break it down. You should choose Nectar if you need a new mattress and you want to spend as little as reasonably possible. You prefer traditional memory foam comfort. You don't care about sleep tracking and don't want an ongoing subscription, and mainly want a comfortable mattress with a good trial and warranty coverage. And honestly, for that type of person, Nectar is a pretty easy recommendation. But I'd choose 8 Sleep if you already like your mattress, you struggle with sleeping too hot or too cold, you want active temperature regulation rather than passive cooling, you sleep with a partner who prefers a different temperature than you do, you care about sleep and recovery data, you like automation and smart home style technology, and are willing to pay for a more advanced sleep system. And that's ultimately why I think 8 Sleep is the more interesting winner of this comparison, but only for the right buyer. It's not a better value at all if you just want an inexpensive mattress. It's a better fit if the thing you're trying to improve isn't just your mattress, it's your entire sleep environment. Nectar gives you a comfortable place to sleep, and 8 Sleep takes the mattress you already have and turns it into a much more active and personalized mattress. So if your old mattress needs to go, start with Nectar. But if you already have a mattress you love and you're thinking, I just wish I could control the temperature and understand my sleep better, that's where I take a much closer look at 8 Sleep. And that's the real difference between these two. You're not choosing between two mattresses. You're choosing between buying a mattress and upgrading the way you sleep. If this comparison helped you make sense of the two, don't forget to like this video and let me know in the comments which one you would choose and why. We're all about better sleep, one night at a time. Subscribe to the Sleep Circle and sweet dreams.